nice here. No one will be disturbing us tonight.
Yes, it is nice.
You've been sad for 3 days now. Homesick for Spain?
No.
I'm sorry now I didn't work harder at my Spanish in school. We could have spoken some together. That would have been fun.
I only speak a few words myself.
Really? That's funny.
Yes, it's funny.
It must be fun being Prince.
You get used to it.
What's the matter, Signor Pedro? We were much better friends 3 days ago.
Oh, nothing's the matter.
Though I should perish in the effort, yet will I still have a clear conscience. No, don't touch them. Don't touch them. This monumental discovery, if it is to be made, must be cloaked in the utmost secrecy, the most elaborate precautions.
What's he up to? He's done nothing since we arrived but rummage about with those papers.
I don't know. He's a little crazy. But he's also quite meticulous, so the total effect is sometimes a bit bizarre. He's looking for an old love note from the laundry maid. Ah, here's my little friend.
Mademoiselle Juliet, I found some daisies for you.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet.
Only they don't have enough petals.
Oh.
Papa says Elsie loves you.
That doesn't matter.
Should I go get you some others?
No. Yes. You are very sweet. Run along now. You think I'm silly?
Oh, no.
You told me you loved me, Signor Pedro. But for 3 days now, you haven't even looked at me.
I do love you, Juliet.
Then why?
I can't tell you.
My father didn't have a title, it's true. But my aunt is a lady, and my grandfather was the Honorable.
You're funny. No, it has nothing to do with any of that.
The Duke of Miraflores would approve of me if I were your wife, don't you think?
You bet.
What makes you so sad, then, if you love me and everyone approves?
I can't tell you.
Don't you have a feeling that our lives could still be joined together someday?
I'd be lying if I told you I believed that.
That hurts.
Listen, it's your cousin.
Come into the garden. It's getting dark. I want you to tell me everything.
Look, they've left us the place all to ourselves.
The unfortunate thing is that I haven't the slightest need for a place to myself. In fact, I could adapt myself quite easily to a large crowd all round us.
Oh, why can't I make you love me a second time?
You know perfectly well why. You're not the same anymore.
Well, I told you all about it. This disguise. He's just a foolish whim of a young aristocrat, hounded by his own personality, trying to humor himself into escaping from himself. I don't want to lose you.
Eva, my love, for the sake of a damned fantasy.
I carry in my heart the happy memory of a young man who spoke to me in the park. Find him again. Perhaps I will love him again.
It's a ridiculous idea. If you just tell me if I'm on the right track. Just tell me if I had a beard on when you found me attractive.
You know, I've already said it wouldn't be as entertaining if I were to tell you.
It wasn't live as this.
Oh, God, no.
You recognize the voice, though, huh? The eyes, perhaps?
It's not enough.
I'm the same height. I'm tall. I'm well-built. I assure you I'm well-built.
I only believe in faces.
This is horrible, horrible. I'll never remember what face I used to please you. It wasn't like a woman by any chance.
What do you take me for?
Oh, a Chinese?
You've completely lost your mind.
And wait until you're in a better mood.
Stop!
Eva!
Stop following me around all the time, changing your bells! You're making me...
I don't normally do this all the time.
It's inconceivable that I couldn't find that letter, from which the truth will spring forth in most miraculous fashion.
Roxanne, Roxanne.
Ah! At last! You are the detective from Scotland Yard.
No, monsieur.
Oh, perfect! Excellent reply. I specifically asked them to be very discreet. But I am Lord Edgar himself. You may disclose yourself to me without fear.
I tell you, I'm not the person you're looking for.
Understand. Perfect. You are following my stipulations word for word. I asked them to be very cautious. But, young man, you don't need to be so interested in what Ha!
Oh, Edward.
Lady her?
Yes. Well, my dear little Eva is bored. My little Eva is bored as can be. Yes, Aunt Emily. Well, I too, my dear, am bored. Yes, but I'm 25, so it's rather sad. Oh, Eva, thank you, Eva. You'll see how much sadder it can be when you're 60, like I am. Well, you've still got love. You can imagine how long it's been since I officially renounced it. Oh, love. Oh, what a sigh. Well, since becoming a widow, have you had any lovers? I never had any who could love me. You ask too much. If your lovers bore you, get married. That'll make them interesting. Dangerous. Marry whom? Oh, yes, I know. The Dupont-Dufaults disgust you as much as they do me. What about the Spaniels? Prince Hector follows me around all the time, changing his beard, in hopes of rediscovering the one that first appealed to me. Did he really appeal to you? I'm not sure anymore. They're a strange lot. Why? Oh, I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. I'm just an old carcass who doesn't know what to do with herself. Well, I've had everything a woman could reasonably or even unreasonably wish for. Money, power, lovers. Now that I'm old, I find myself just hanging on to my bones. Just as lonely as the frightened little girl they used to punish by making her face the wall. And what's worse is I finally figured out that between that little girl and this old woman, despite all the brouhaha, There has been only a still deeper solitude. I thought you were happy.
You've got bad eyesight. Well, I'm playing a role. Only like everything else I do, I just play it very well, that's all. Now you play all very badly. Oh, little child. You'll always find yourself pursued by desires with changing beards and never dare tell a one of them to stay the same way long enough for you to love them. But you know, whatever you do, you mustn't think yourself a martyr. Oh, no. Well, all women are alike. My little Juliet, though, she will survive because she's romantic and childlike. It's a blessing not granted to all.
There are some who can love.
Oh, yes, there are some who can love a man, can kill him with love, or kill themselves for him, but they're not usually millionairesses. Oh, go on then. You'll wind up just like me, with all the quirks of an old woman covered in diamonds who dabbles at intrigue in an effort to forget that she's never really lived. And still, I'd like to laugh a little. But here I am, playing with fire. The fire won't even burn my fingers.
What do you mean, Aunt Emily?
Oh, shush. Here come our marionettes. I've got an idea.
She scares the hell out of me. Every time she screams like that, I think my beard's coming off.
Where's Juliet? In the garden with Prince Pedro. They're inseparable.
Juliet? Juliet? Did you call Aunt Emily? Yes, my dear. Come here. I've got something to tell you. And...
But my dear, your eyes are red.
Now you mind me. You must not be unhappy or I'll cut all the puppet strings.
What do you mean, Auntie dear?
Well, if I seem to talk nonsense, it's so you won't understand me. Well, now come along. You two. I have an idea that will brighten up the evening a bit, and you shall tell me what you think of it.
Oh, yes.
Come along.
Yes. Lady, we must follow these women and make ourselves very charming, eh? Our survival is at stake.
Spotted brandy for you.
Thanks.
Have another cigar, old boy.
I'm overwhelmed. Yes, I'm overwhelmed. Just simply overwhelmed. But couldn't I offer you one in return?
No, thank you so much. I think I have quite enough.
Dead. What's wrong with you, kid? You got a good place to stay, plenty to eat, a pretty girl to play around with. People treat you like a prince, and still you find a reason to be sad.
I want to get out of here.
What do you mean, get out of here?
I mean, get out of here.
He's crazy, Hector.
What do you want to leave for?
I'm in love with that girl.
So what?
Really in love.
So?
She'll never be mine.
You got it made, Gustav. You never had it so good. People think you're rich. They treat you like a prince. Now's your chance, kid. Take her.
I don't want to just sleep with her once and then have to leave her right away.
You have to leave her sometime.
And I'm ashamed of playing this cheap masquerade with her. I'd rather get out of here right now and never see her again.
He is crazy.
Completely.
Well, tell me, why are we here?
Because it's the peak of the season, you know.
We're here to pull a job. Now we pull it and get out.
The preparations, have you given any thought whatsoever to the preparations?
It's gone on long enough, your preparations.
Oh. Hector, don't you find it kind of painful to have this novice tell us how to run our trade?
We're gonna pull a job, all right, because that's what we're here for. You don't even know what job it is that we're gonna pull, do you?
Walk off with the living room.
Yeah, in sacks, like a bunch of bohemian gypsies. I tell you, that youngster has a base mind, Hector. You should know, my dear child, that we have not yet even decided what kind of job we are going to pull. If our behavior seems somewhat strange to you, a mere novice, it's because we are trying to figure out the possibilities of this particular household.
You're just hanging around here with your feet up relaxing because there's plenty of old brandy and good cigars. And because Hector keeps thinking he can get Eva to recognize him. But basically, you two don't know what you want to do. Now, I may be an apprentice, but I can tell you one thing. This isn't what I call work.
Restrain me, Hector.
Just a second. We're deliberating.
Come on, hold me back.
Just a second.
Look, hold me back.
All right, I'm holding you back.
God, you do it so well.
You guys!
We're deliberating between several possibilities.
Which?
Should we tell him, Peter, huh? Ain't you afraid of a little adolescent indiscretion?
Yeah, what the hell? We're in charge of him. Let's tell him.
Well, okay, go ahead. Tell him your plan first, Peter.
No, you tell him yours, Hector.
Well, go ahead. Tell him your plan first.
Hector, you tell him your plan first.
Tell him your plan first. I'm not going to tell him my plan till you tell him your plan.
Look, Hector, I'm number one. I'm in charge.
You tell him your
You two haven't thought of anything!
I haven't thought of anything. We're trying to decide between a bad check for good jewels on a Saturday job, which gives us a weekend to get out of town, with a good check for bad jewels under the same conditions. We also thought of giving old lady her some daisies sprayed with chloroform, taking care that we don't smell them so we can slip her pearls off while she's sleeping.
Right. We could challenge the DuPont Duforts to a duel, and we could wound them and in the confusion make off with the loot.
And if you're the one who gets wounded?
Impossible.
Why?
I don't know, but it's impossible.
We could say that we're the ones that have been robbed and ask for a big fortune for us not to say anything about it.
Right. We could be eating oysters and pretend to find a pearl and switch it for the real one of Lady Herb's, huh?
It's summer. Oysters in Vichy are not in season.
It was just an idea.
What you mean is you two haven't decided anything. Well, in any case, I'm going to pull a job tonight. Clear up.
Tonight? Why not right now?
Yes. Why not right now? I want to get out of here, and I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Hey, Gustav, he's going to destroy us all. Look, Gustav, think about your poor mother who put you in my care.
No.
I'm going to put my spell on you. Oh, you don't care if I put my spell on you, huh?
I don't care a bit.
Oh, hold me back, Hector. I tell you, in just 15 days, we're going to pull this job, but right now, we got a good place to stay. And we don't get to stay in a good place very often.
No! I'm too unhappy.
Gustav! Gustav! Oh, hey, Gustav!
Oh, we gotta get out of here. He's gonna start a scandal.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's pretend like we don't know him.
chance of a lifetime.
What do we do?
I don't know, but it's the chance of a lifetime.
Coming around.
My dear friend, I have the most frightful piece of news for you. The Duke of Miraflores died at Biarritz in 1904.
That's ridiculous.
You said it was a chance of a lifetime.
This is no time for jokes. Let's make it over by the window.
Edgar, are you crazy?
No, I found the letter of notification. I always knew I'd find that letter of notification one day, from the very first... Now, where is it? Oh, this is too much. Where is it? Oh, I had it in my hand just a moment ago. Oh, good Lord, now I've lost it again.
All is saved.
We are saved. Aren't you going to stay and see if our host is all right?
See.
Edgar, this is an absurd joke to play on the poor dear Duke.
My dear friend,
My dear Duke, come over here and show him that you're not dead.
Oh, yes, see, you could see I'm not dead.
Nevertheless, I found your death notice.
Edgar, you must be mistaken. Now make your apology.
My dear friend, I assure you that I found...
My dear Edgar, do you hear me? I'm sure you must be mistaken.
Ow! Oh, now that you mention it, I do think I might have him confused with the Duke of Orleans.
Oh, well, of course. Then the incident is closed.
Completely closed.
Oh, good. Well, let's all go outside. I'm having them serve coffee on the terrace. I want to let you all in on my little plan.
Oh, yes. I think it is an excellent plan.
Just a moment, my dear sir. I haven't told it to you yet. Voila! Tonight at the casino, they're having a Thieves Carnival. And we're all going to disguise ourselves as thieves and ghosts.
God, that's funny.
Come along, Edgar.
Idiot. You must follow this woman and take her to her every way.
The funeral will take place. His father isn't the Duke of Miraflores. So then who could he be? Why has he taken the car out of the garage? Why is he hiding from me? You're a dear. Well, my little old friend, his father is some kind of an adventurer, but he loves me just the same, doesn't he? He does love me, don't you think?
Yes, Mrs. Juliet.
Well, what do we care if he's an adventurer? Or worse, if you were me, you'd love him just the same, wouldn't you? Only why does he get such a hard look in his eyes whenever I ask him to talk about himself? If he wanted to seduce me, and he should want to since I'm so rich, then he should be nice to me all the time instead of... Do you think maybe he prefers Eva? Oh, that would be terrible.
I don't know.
No, of course you don't know. Come, I'll take you home. You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
No.
That's good. Neither am I. You know, you should never be afraid of thieves.